Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and here they cherish games that are played at night. But a Saturday afternoon in Tiger Stadium is pretty special as well. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They run the reverse. Nice move there. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. First down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. He's got 42 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking downfield, it's Battle. Got his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll throw it on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They're getting this guy lathered up. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll give it to the back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes a connection. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run, still looking. He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And here comes the offense on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's battle. They're trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads it left. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down. Fires a bullet. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
To the air. It's Battle. And he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. On the option. Now the pitch. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. LSU quick to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Firing to the right, complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, 2 former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
He's up to 57 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hendricks. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. LSU now operating in the red zone. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Battle. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hand, it's Hendricks. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. Floating away. The throw. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it fly. Got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
To the air on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now they've moved into the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quarterback adapting. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to him. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Battle. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. you, we'll dive into the playbook here on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This time on target. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Clemson jumps to the line. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And Clemson might just be rolling out another dude at quarterback. They've had 3 guys throw for more than 10,000 yards, including the great Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and it feels like every year you're going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's next. He's next in line to be that dude because they do a good job with their QBs and finding them, recruiting them, and then developing them and really using their skill sets great. That's why Clemson had that stretch of such dominance in college football.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Using his feet to buy time. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Quarterback will audible. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, Next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
That's caught. It's Hendricks. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got him, and they convert. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. LSU right back to the line.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now fresh set of downs.
Offense in the hurry-up.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
The aerial assault continues. Going for it all. And it's picked off for the third time today.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the reads.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued.
Clemson, number 1, with the grab and the score.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. Feeling some heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so it's a two-point conversion attempt. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to pass. It's Battle. Going up top. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now adjusting. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the two-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 11, set to kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hendricks. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Clemson 41.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking for a man. It's Battle. Makes his connection. Continues to fight for yards. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he hauls it in inside the 30. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On second down, looking again to throw. Slings it. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. All kinds of running room. Quarterback gets enough. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And the route is on. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
LSU 7.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got room at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Motion from the offense. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll take a shot. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. Interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He wants to throw. Buying some time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. Lost, the defense is wide open. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's a good job in coverage by the defense there. Down by the goal line, oftentimes play action freezes the defenders because they're expecting run. You get guys running wide open, but they weren't fooled on that one. They've been fooled a couple times already. They've given up a few TD passes, but a nice play there.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. A fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Comes out throwing on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After misfiring, it's second down. Corner's going to give them room. He's back to throw on second down. Release to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He looks that one in nicely. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. The sweet feet buy a little time. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Number 11 in the end zone.
Looking for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.